So, good morning or good day. My name is Ray Elmar Finabia, and our topic is all about personal security. Then, what is personal security? It includes all security measures designed to prevent the unsuitable individual or person of doubtful loyalty to the Philippine government. So basically, yung personal security is sila daw po yung nangangalaga o nagpoprotekta sa mga classified matters, confidential data, files, and yun. Sila daw po yung nangangalaga laban sa mga hindi katiwa-tiwala or may masamang balak. Then, objective of the personal security. Number one is to provide the standard and procedures necessary to ensure the appointment, employment, or retention of the unsuitable and loyal individuals in the government, police, and military service. So, mini-make sure daw po ng personal security na yung i-appoint nila is karapat-dapat at katiwa-tiwala. Then, number two is to develop the necessary proper security discipline among the applicants and the employees. So, hinuhubog din daw po sa mga applicants and employees yung pagiging disiplinado within the government, police, and military service. Number three is to inculcate desirable security attitudes and habits among the applicants, employee of the government, police, and military, as well to promote the efficiency of the service. So tinuturo rin daw po dito yung mga security attitudes and kung paano daw po nilang protektahan yung isang files. Then, basic policies of personal security. Number one is all personnel whose duties required to access to classified matter shall be subjective to security investigation to determine the eligibility. So kailangan daw po muna i-background check or lahat daw po ng employee na hawak ng isang files, confidential matters is kailangan po muna i-background check if karapat-dapat ba sila or naka-align daw po yung ginagawa nila para po mas magawa nila ito ng maayos. And lahat daw po ng employee is kailangan daw po munang undergo sa security education programs. Then number two is no person entitled solely by virtue of his or her grade or position to have knowledge or possession of classified matter. So kung kano man daw po kataas yung ranggo mo, kung di restricted maghawak ng isang information or hindi ka pili humawak ng isang information, wala ka daw po karapatan na hawakan ito. Kahit gaano mang kataas yung ranggo mo, mababa man o mataas, mayaman ka man o mahirap, kung hindi ka selected ng hawak ng isang information, hindi mo pwede itong hawakan. Then, what is personal security investigation? Personal security investigation is inquiry into the character, reputation, and loyalty of an individual in order to determine a person's suitability for access to qualified matter prior to granting of security clearance. So sabi daw po, kailangan daw po muna i-background check lahat daw po ng empleyado na hawak ng isang information or documents. And also kasama rin daw po yung pagkasanay kung paano daw po nila protektahan ang mga classified matter. Then let's move on to requisites of personal security investigation. So the following are the basic requisites of personal security investigation. First one is reason for investigation, issuance of security clearance to have access to classified materials or documents. So may process, kailangan mo ng proseso. Kailangan mo na dumaan ng proseso para maka-access or makahawak ng isang file or mga classified matter. Then number 2 is type of investigation, desired national agency check, local agency check, and background investigation. So investigate all the background about this person. So more on background check. Then number 3 is highest classification. The subject will have access. So lahat daw po ng information is hawak mo. Meron kang access. Then what is sensitive position? So any position within the government, police, and military occupant of which could bring about by virtue of the position a material adverse effect to the economically and from the security standpoint. So yung sensitive position daw po, any position within the government, police, military, ito daw po yung mga nakaupo sa matataas like sa government, yung president, na kung yung kapangyarihan nila is hindi nila gagamitin sa tama or maayos, maaari daw po makaapekto sa ekonomiko ng ating bansa. Then classification of sensitive duties. The following are the classification of sensitive duties. First one is duties involving the formulation of major plans, policies, studies, and estimates. So ito daw po yung mga duties na ikaw daw po gagawa ng mahalagang decision or plano na makakatulong sa isang agency or sa mga government natin. Then number 2, duties involving the classified projects and cryptographic system. Example daw po ng cryptographic system or equipment like USB. Doon daw po nilalagay ng mga employee or mga nagtatrabaho yung mga classified matter or yung mga sensitive na datas. Doon po nilalagay sa USB para maprotektahan nila or maitago na maayos. The number 3 is duties involving the production and administration of public relation and information program. Ano naman daw po nagtatrabaho ka or responsible ka sa pagbibigay ng impormasyon sa mga publiko and mapanatili yung magandang relation nito. The number 4 is involving the production and administration of the security education and program, and more on safety protocol po ito and security awareness. Then number 5, duties connected with intelligence and counterintelligence activities. So ito more on gathering information and to protect against the threat. Then number 6, duties connected with the staff work and personal occupying sensitive position including the private, confidential secretaries, and aides. Then ano naman daw po yung trabaho na connected ka sa mga sensitive position like malapit ka sa mga presidente na nakakaalam ng mga confidential datas or basically ikaw yung katiwala. The number 7, duties involving the administration of classified matter. Ano po yung trabaho, naman daw po yung trabaho na poprotektahan mo lahat ng classified records. The number 8, duties connected with scientific and technological research and to develop the national interest. So naman daw po yung trabaho na magkakandak ka ng iba't ibang research na makakatulong sa isang agency o sa government para mas maging maayos or ma-develop yung national interest. Then number 9 is duties performed by commissioned officer of the military and police regardless of their duty or job assigns. Ito naman daw po yung trabaho na responsible ka sa pagprotekta ng mamamayan and also sa ating bansa. Then let's move on to the factors and the personal security investigation. The following considered during the personal security investigation are the following. First one is loyalty. Sabi daw po dito, It is the faithful and true allegiance to the Philippine government and duly constituted authority. So, syempre kailangan loyal ka or matapat ka sa Philippine government natin and also sa duly constituted authority. Number 2 is character. It is the sum total of the traits that serve the index to the essential or distinctive nature of the person. So, kailangan daw po or yung pinakamahalaga rin daw po yung character natin. Then, number 3 is moral. It is the distinctive identifying the qualities which serve as an index to essential and intrinsic nature of person, his or her outward manifestation, personal traits, and moral habits. So yung moral daw po, mahalaga din po yan, yung alam po yung tama at mali. Then number 4 is integrity. It is the uprightness in character, soundness in moral principle, freedom from the moral delinquencies, or more simply stated, that is honesty. So yung pagiging matuwid mo, yung uprightness sa character mo, then yung moral principle, and also yung katapatan din sa ating Philippine government. Then number 5 is discretion. It is ability or tendency to act or decide with prudence or the habits of wise judgment, or simply stated, good judgment. So yung kakayahan mo magplano, kakayahan mo magdesisyon ng tama. Yun yung pinakamahalaga din or one of the important na ability when it comes to personal security investigation, which is the discretion.